so let's get into this. We're looking at the world's oldest language. What is it? Okay? What is it? Here we have an alphabet, and this is pictographic Hebrew, which has been found in inscriptions, very old inscriptions, possibly, close to 2,000 years old. 3,000. And so you got the Hebrew characters, and underneath you've got the signs, the symbols, which are the 22 letters of the Hebrew alphabet. So originally Hebrew was pictographic, and some people would call it kind of hieroglyphic, because it has some similarities to ancient Egyptian hieroglyph writing, which makes sense because the Israelites were slaves in Egypt for, 400 years. Okay, so here's the four kinds we have. We got the oldest, the pictographic or hieroglyphic, and they call that Proto-Canaanite, which a lot of languages of Canaan are very similar, like Phoenician. It developed into this. This is Phoenician alphabet, which is very, very closely related to Hebrew, and maybe they were almost one and the same. Remember, David and the Philistines could talk to each other and understand each other, right? So, and then you got down here, you have the Paleo Hebrew, and that came later. It kind of developed a little bit and changed a little bit. You can see the changes. And then after the Israelites, the northern tribes, were taken into Babylon, then they developed another further form of writing, which is similar to Aramaic also, and basically it just changed the shape of the letters and so forth. So all right, so that's that in a nutshell, and we'll get this is the divine name, by the way. This is Yahweh, and this is the forward. It's Yod He Vav He, all four. Hebrew reads from right to left. Yod He Vav He. That's the four letters, consonants, because there's no vowels in Hebrew. So here's Sinai, and this is Sinai 361 inscription. They call it the Moses inscription, because they say it's about 1400 BC, which would make it 3,400 years or so old. So they found this in the Mount Sinai region, and it talks about the 10 plagues and stuff, and it's written by Israelites. Our bound servitude, this is how it reads in these symbols, and there's the actual artifact. Our bound servitude had lingered. Moses then provoked astonishment. It is a year of astonishment because of the lady. All right, so they were talking about another god, so-called, of the Egyptians. So here we have the pictograph right there. There's the oldest form of Hebrew you'll find, and there it is compared. There's the pictographic right there. There's the four types. And this is showing you basically about 2000 BC. So this is probably about almost 4,000 years old, maybe. Nobody knows for sure, but we also have the Phoenician type Hebrew script there, and then we have the Paleo Hebrew here, and you can see the dates right there. There it is. So it just developed over time, and you can look these. There's the website right there. You can look this stuff up for yourself. Some really good websites on this stuff. And here's this was written possibly by an Egyptian that came out with the Israelites, after the Exodus. And it says here, the word there is the R word, Ravi, which means master or rabbi. Lord of peace, master of peace, awesome God of all, the great united nation of Egypt. So it goes this way. Reads right to left, okay? There's the pictographs, okay? There's proof. All right? There's another inscription, same pictographic Hebrew. And by the way, I want to talk about the geometric signs of Ice Age Europe too, because if you compare these symbols they found all over the world, and these were in Europe, all over Europe, in caves and stuff, and inscriptions, that you'll find many of these symbols exactly match the ancient pictographic Hebrew. Go figure, right? Didn't all the earth at one time speak one language before Yahweh confused their language and divided up the earth and then scattered them? There's some more. And this is a really good chart right here, Sacred Symbols of the Stone Age. And just type that in, Google that, and then look for Google Images. And there's those symbols again. A lot of them are identical to pictographic Hebrew, right? And all over the world. I didn't learn this in my history class, did you? Oh, nope. Nope, I didn't hear a thing about it until the last few years, you know. And there's all kinds of symbols they found all over the world that they call it the ancient global language. And people have written, scholars have written papers on this and stuff, really good stuff. You can Google that, the ancient global language. And this is from the Vinca culture in Yugoslavia and Western Romania. These inscriptions were all over the place. And it dates these inscriptions, and by the way, there's a swastika, right? It dates, there's a swastika, ancient symbol. It was not Nazi. That was not the original meaning. It was adopted by the Nazis. It's all over the world, and it was from about 3000 to 6000 BC. And they've also discovered pyramids in those regions of Eastern Europe, Yugoslavia, Serbia, you know, Romania. They've discovered all kinds of stuff. So that it's proof the ancient language was universal at one time. Now this is really fascinating to me. And there's a video by Klaus Dona, D-O-N-A. You can look at him on YouTube. He's a curator for a museum, and his hobby is studying ancient artifacts. This was found in Ecuador. It's a pyramid, and it was made out of jade, I believe. But anyway, there's an inlay of an eye that glows in black light. And then just like the dollar bill, there's 13 steps on this pyramid. Exactly. So maybe the pagan culture symbolism that the Freemasons and the Satanists use now goes way back, don't it? Oh yeah. This is so old, they don't know how old it is. And then there's the bottom of it. On the bottom of this stone, there's some things found right here. By the way, I know for sure that's identical to the Hebrew pictograph Aleph, the letter Aleph, right there. See it? This is the bottom of that same pyramid. And there's a linguist in Germany that translated this. Who knows how old this is, but the inscription reads, "The Son of the Creator comes." The Son of the Creator comes. So, don't know if this is ancient, secret, you know, occult meaning, or if it's something else. Don't know. But there's the belt of Orion right there, and the 3 stars, which the pyramids, the Great Pyramids in Giza, are in that pattern right there. They match the belt of Orion, which is also worship of Osiris, Nimrod, that I've told you about, the Antichrist, the one that's coming back. So yeah, there you go, folks. In a nutshell, the oldest language in the world is all over the place, and the ancient Hebrew pictographic language shares many of the same characters. So what I'm trying to tell you is possibly Hebrew, and I'm pretty sure, is the oldest language in the world. All right, folks, that's all for now. God bless you, and Ruger is here, and I'll catch you next time.